All right, we're live, Bruce.
Okay, guys, we are live. Hey, Xtreme Team. Welcome to the training tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out here and joining us. We have a few announcements we want to make and a few things we want to go over. I want to thank, the leaders below, Mark Highland,
Hi.
Paulie Della Penna.
How you doing, guys?
Our new leaders, Jose Mateo and Anthony. I'm sorry, Anthony.
Medina.
I couldn't. I apologize.
That's okay.
I'm bad with names, and even if they're there in front of me, so I can read them. Hey guys, we want to just point out, and I want to give a, shout out to you, Anthony and Jose, that you guys have really stepped up in the past month and a half, and you guys are really, showing your leadership, and you're really producing. So we wanted to, just let everybody know that you guys have stepped up as leaders, and what we're doing here on the Xtreme Team is we're not creating followers, we're building leaders. Okay, so everybody has to understand you're going to be a leader, you're not a follower in this industry. You're going to lead from where you are. If you're not on the top, it doesn't matter. You still have to lead from where you are and lead your team, and you have to set an example for the people that you bring in, okay, because you're responsible for them. We're here to help you do that. We're here to build you up, and it doesn't matter because you're at the top of your team, okay, so remember that. Next, I wanted to I hope I covered everything there. I'm just, we have a lot to go over.
Yeah, one thing on the leaders thing. Me, Mark, and Bruce discussed that this is where we're going with this. We call it the leaders team. Okay. Mm-hmm. We have a separate little thing going that we want to create leaders here. So anybody stepping up, out there helping everybody coming on to the team in the chats and helping out in the Facebook groups and getting sign-ups and getting sales. We have created this little special force here. And it's open to everybody on the team, all right? Mm-hmm. So this is the main goal. We want you to be up here with us. If you're afraid of hangouts and being in front of the camera, that's fine. You don't have to do them. But you still will be recognized as a leader, as a helper, okay? And by doing that is by proving yourself and getting results for the whole team, not just yourselves, but for the whole team. Because me, Bruce, and Mark, we're not, we can't sit behind the computer and answer questions 24/7. We want to live a little too. So with this team going to be growing so fast in the future, we're going to need help to do all this. So that's where you guys kick in. And your rewards are going to be to get some more exposure, being a leader, coming on the Hangouts, being recognized as a team leader, and being able to take your teams and duplicate and teach them the same thing. We're all in this together, guys. We're all here to help each other. This is one big family, and this is where we want to go with it. We want every single one of you to become a leader and be a part of the leaders team. So it's open to everybody. It's just you got to just get out there and do a little bit of work. It doesn't take much. So with that, go ahead. Whatever.
Well said.
You're here. Thanks. Yeah, well said, guys.
We're gonna, we're passing down the torch, and there's not one torch. We got a lot of torches. We got to light them for everybody. So good stuff. Good stuff. But we've been seeing some really awesome growth lately. I mean, we've always had steady growth, through beta, and we've gone through putting in 20 to 30 people, every month on our team. And this past 2 weeks, we put in about 20 people, and that's awesome, guys. And we'll and the reason, 2 weeks, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
This thing hasn't even launched yet, so I want to welcome all the new team members, and part of the reason for this training tonight is to get you guys squared away and understanding what groups are which, where you should be bringing your prospects, where you should be bringing your members, what groups. We only have 2 groups, guys, so we're going to clear that up. I did make a video. It's pinned in the Xtreme Team group. You watch that video, you know, it's screen share. You can see exactly where the groups are. We highly suggest to add them to your favorites so that you don't lose them, and they're always on the left-hand side of your toolbar on your Facebook page, so you can always go to it from there. Once you get familiar with it, it's not going to be a problem. There'll be, you know, you'll see the notifications, and you'll be in that group, on and off, in and out of the groups all day long. You know, as you get notifications from other team members, and what we're doing is we're in these groups is we're supporting each other. So, you know, where you bring your members, we have a lot of social proofing. You'll see that in the group. We have over 2,000 people in the group, and you know, you got a lot of social proofing there with the community of ARP, because it's not just our Xtreme Team guys. It's other members of the ARP community. So, you know, it's the power of numbers really that's creating this social proof, so that when you open up your opt-in from your verified cell phone lead, you friend them on Facebook when you find them, and there's a training on this. We're not going to go over exactly how you do it. There is a training in our six-figure leadership training site. You friend them, you add them to the group, and then you welcome them. And when you welcome them, everybody in the community that sees you added somebody, they're going to support you, and they're going to support that person, and they're going to, you know, show that person that this community is alive, that this, you know, we're all working, we're active, and we're having success. They're going to see proof, and it's just been working out really well for us. So if you take these steps to convert your leads over, you're going to get higher conversions, and that's what we're seeing. That's what Jose's been doing. That's what Anthony's been doing. That's what me, Mark, and Paulie have been doing since we opened the group in August. So it works, and it's just a matter of making a simple connection with the person and adding them to that group, and everybody does the rest. Okay, so you're taking a nice cold lead from the internet that you don't know, person you don't know, and you're creating a relationship, and everybody's really comfortable with Facebook. You know, they're not afraid to become your friend on Facebook. They'll be your friend on Facebook before they'll reply to your text message.
Yeah, they would.
Right? It's crazy. It's crazy. So as soon as you say Facebook, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be your friend, right? And all of a sudden you got a better, you know, connection with that person, and they can see that you're a real person and that you're not just some, you know, who knows who behind, you know, the cell phone. So people hide behind their computers and their cell phones for whatever reason on Facebook. You know, they're an open book. So anybody want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I'd like to, Bruce, as long as we're on the leads group. Let's just make it, we need to emphasize a little bit what that group is for, and this is where you bring your opt-ins. Don't bring somebody on into that group unless they have opted in to you, because they're open to opt in through anybody if you bring them on there. So wait till you have friended them. I always ask for them to request a Facebook friend of mine, and then it's up to me to confirm it. And if they go through that step, you can join them to that leads group. Okay. Now the important thing about this leads group is that you've noticed, if you watch this for a little while, that we make kind of general statements, and we always encourage them to keep stepping along and to follow the process, and to you know, go through the survey or the application and so forth, and to gain the knowledge for that knowledgeable and informed decision. So we don't put on there information that would cause them to stop searching. We don't want to give them all the answers so that there's no reason for them to search any further. So that's what it's kind of an open forum platform, but we are very guarded about the information that's in the funnel, we want them to search that out and follow through. And we're just presenters. We just present the information to give them the opportunity to pay for the application and to follow through. We're not trying to hard sell or push anything. We're just, you know, so we want to carry that along. But it's important that you new leaders or the new partners that come in, that you understand not to give away the store at the front door. Let them come in. Let the funnel do its work.
Right. Yeah, we don't want to talk about what's in the funnel because then it gives them no reason to go through the funnel.
Right.
And I just noticed I have Paulie's picture up because I came in through that other email.
Yeah. Just keep sending them to the funnel. Keep sending them to the funnel. Tell them that's what the 495 is for you to find out more. And you send them back to the funnel. It's just easier that way because that's what it's there for. You tell them that's what it's there for, and, you know. So
now let me stress the two groups. We have two Facebook groups. Okay. Now if you're not comprehending what they're talking about the leads group, okay, it's www.facebook.com/groups/ARP leads. It's the group with 2,200 members in there. You can't miss it. 2,200 people. If you don't know what they're talking about as far as posting and introducing these opt-ins and these leads into the group, once you find them on Facebook or friend them on Facebook, go in there and read some of the comments, how it's done. Okay, Anthony's in there all the time, Mark's in there, we're all in there, welcoming the people in there, and then we're all comment on it. See, go look at what we're doing, so if you get familiar. Okay, the other group is our members group. Okay, that's www.facebook.com/groups/ARP members. That's our Extreme Team group. Okay, that group is only for people that become your partner and join ARP paying the $249. Nobody else is allowed in there. Nobody. Because we do things on our team through that group. Okay? Also is our chat. You should be in the chat because that's where we're able to communicate quick. That's for you to able to get notifications very fast and able, you know, to talk during the day if you have time to talk, get more friendly and stuff like that. All right? So it's the three things. So when you sign somebody up, right, the first two things you should be doing is adding them in the Extremes group, and you have to go in there and add them personally, okay, because it's under a secret group. Okay, they're not going to find it. You have to add their name, add them in the Extreme Team members group because now they are a member. They joined for $249. Then you add them in the chat so they're able to keep up on things. All right, so
and if you're not sure, come to one of us.
Right. And now we also have a training website where it's HTTP/6-figure system. There's 2 videos I made in there. Okay, go watch the 2 videos. It tells you everything. Then we have a resources tab. If you don't know how to add people or find people or create campaigns or create Facebook events, it's all in the resources tab in the training site. Okay. The training site is in our Extreme Team group because you're a member. You need to have that information. So let's not get confused on the 2 groups. I see people still adding prospects or leads into the members group. No. It's only for people that pay $249 and become your partner. All the other people go into the leads group with the 2,200 members in there. That's where we get them riled up. It's called third-party validation. Okay? Somebody's going to visit your website. You're going to send them a text saying, "Hi, how you doing?" You know, and you're going to introduce them and say, "Hey, you want some more information, or you want to know more about ARP, or you want to come to join my Facebook group?" Say it's mine. and see all the success people are having, give them the link. Okay, it's the ARP leads. Okay, give them the link. When they join or you add them in, whichever way you want to do it, welcome them in there. All of us will comment on them. That's third-party validation. That will, I'm telling you, it's going to make your numbers skyrocket. My numbers have 50% because of that, right? And, you know, you got 10, 12, 14 people commenting, hey, jump in, this is the best opportunity on the planet, you know, follow us, perfect time, you know, all these nice things that everybody's saying. It gets a person juiced up because there's no negativity in that group. So they're like, hey, man, it's not only them, 14 other people are having success at that. Let me pay the $4.95 app fee and see what this damn bad boy's about. And that's how we get them to move.
Right.
So it's the third-party validation, the social proof, is what's going to make them move a lot quicker. Okay, that's what we've been doing since August in beta, because we don't have the leads yet from ARP. Okay, you know, we all have a lot of sales down here, man. And with all these sales, our duplication is going to pop in with the first media buy. It's going to be unbelievable. Our income is going to skyrocket. Don't you want to start that too? This is really easy, guys. This shouldn't be a problem for anybody. We've made it so simple and easy. It's impossible to fail. It's just putting it to work and doing the steps that need to be done. It doesn't take long, maybe 30 minutes out of your time. Just go in there once a day, add whoever you got to add, or comment, make a few comments so those people see, so they know to comment on yours too. You know, one hand washes the other. So
I had one today through my phone.
Right.
The whole process that you just talked about, I did it through my phone.
Yeah, I've done that a few times too. While I was working, while I got 5 minutes to myself, I can. When I see somebody say, or when I get a message, oh, he accepted your friendship, right away I already know how to do it. If I have free time, I can do it from the phone. It's so simple.
Right.
But the key thing is to add them to the group first, and then tag them. That's the key.
Right.
And also, I mean, my process. I mean, I got a little quick video that shows you how to do that. But basically, you know they're on your team, on your list. So you send them a little message, like if you the first couple of messages that you send them, you know, the initial messages that we recommend, you send them. Say nothing happens from there, then your next step should be to get them into the group, because it works. It's powerful. So basically, what I do is I'll when they accept my friend request, I'll go to the leads group, put them in right away. Then I write on the wall on the leads group the welcome message, and I tag them. And at the same time, I'll go to their page, leave a welcome message to them, telling them thank you for accepting me. Why don't you come, join our leads group? I'm looking forward to helping you learn more about ARP. And when you post that, and you start to get all the people commenting on your post, and then you post yours, they're getting tagged twice. From your message, your welcome message, and then everyone else on the team welcome them. That's very powerful. It gets them to the site, and they'll start commenting and stuff like that. So, and that's where you get more paid apps. If you're not getting them before, you'll get them after that. So that's what I recommend.
I just have a little caveat to that, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Garfield that he's going to post in the comment section there. But think about when somebody opts in, they are following you, they're chasing you, they're coming after you for the information from you. So your first SMS text message to them should be suggesting that they request and put in their first name. That's fine in that text, but put your full name in there so it's easy for them to find you on Facebook. Then suggest that they find you and request your friend, request a friendship from you. Then it still puts the control in your hands to confirm them, and once they have asked you and you confirm them, it's still in your hands. You've got the control to go in and join them to our leads group. So the main thing with any of this and automation in my business and everything, you want to grab a hold of the control as early as possible, and you don't want to let go of it until you have that sale. So you suggest that they ask you for the friend, a Facebook friend, then you confirm it, then you join them to the leads group, okay, and you've got the control in there, so you're going to reward them for asking and requesting your Facebook friend.
Yeah.
And you confirm it, and then you join them to that leads group. And then you can keep the ball rolling that way.
Okay.
They get validation and third-party validation and everything. So you keep it rolling. You don't have a... If you ask and make a request of them, then they've got the control. And they might sit on that, and then you're going to keep texting back to them, asking them, did you get my message? Did you get my request for friend? It makes it very awkward. And you turn it around, and it keeps it flowing a lot faster, a lot easier. So I suggest, turn it around a little bit and keep it flowing. And then the other thing is, once they come in there, then be very, very open and suggesting that they follow through. So it's it's one of the important things that Paulie mentioned is that this is critical for the new people that don't quite understand this, is when we go over to the Xtreme Team group in Facebook, we cannot police all of that. It's up to you as a leader of the partner that you bring in to coach them and so that they understand that when they get somebody just as an opt-in, that they don't jump them, leapfrog over these steps, and all of a sudden they show up in the Xtreme Team, and so then they get all these questions that they have answered, and then all of a sudden they're gone. They get confused, they drop out. There's no reason for them to go forward. So we're depending on you to follow our lead on this and to keep all your ducks in a row, so to speak. So it's impossible for us to know if they're really truly partners or members yet. So
listen, I want to say this though, man. This is a relationship business.
Right.
If you're not building relationships with these prospects around the world, you're not going to make any money. I'm going to be like point blank with you. This is probably not the business for you, but this is not hard. It's simple, okay? With Facebook and social media, and now with this text messaging platform, oh my God, it's made it so easy to build a relationship up, because you couldn't do this with email marketing. Nobody sees your emails. But with this text messaging platform, it is so simple and easy to open up that line of communication and build that relationship and get these people to friend request you or get them in the Facebook groups. That the rest is history, man. Your numbers should be over 50% or definitely over 30%.
Right.
It should be definitely over 30% on closing sales.
Right.
This is not hard. This is really simple. I know the new people, this is all like Chinese to you right now because you're just brand new. But once you start doing it, it's going to come natural. This is the simplest business out there. It doesn't get any simpler than this. Because once we go live now, and once we're able to buy traffic, it's going to be total automation, and it'll be. This is actually the most work you're going to do right now. It's not going to get any harder than this.
Right.
This is the hardest right now.
And just keep in mind, like Paulie says, that the chat room is the companion to the Xtreme Team group. That's a companion. So, like he said, you have to join them to the chat room as well.
Yeah,
and,
they have to join though first. They have to pay the $249 for those two, the chat and the Xtreme Team.
Once they are members and once they're your partners, you join them to the Xtreme Team group, but then you also have to join them to the chat room.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this: whoever's watching this, or couldn't watch it live now, and is going to watch the recording later, go back in the Xtreme Team Facebook group. Bruce made an excellent video. He pinned it at the top. He talks about the two groups. So if you don't know what they look like, you're confused still with the two Facebook groups, he made an awesome video there explaining it and showing it to you. So go watch that in the Xtreme Team's Facebook group. Make sure you do that. All right? Anything else before we move on to something else here?
Well, I just wanted to just add about, when we move the people into the groups, I forgot to mention, if you don't find them on Facebook, it's okay to send them a text message saying, friend me on Facebook. Just give me your name and, friend me on Facebook so I can welcome you to our group team site or family or community, and that worked too. That works wonderful. If you can't find them, fine.
That's why I suggest that they search for you rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
Then you aren't searching and chasing them. Give them your full name, and it's easier for them to find you than for you to find them. Because a lot of these people, they use different nicknames and so forth. So it gets to be difficult to find them.
And guys, you can
campaign going there.
You can. Yeah, I got somebody in presentation right now.
There you go.
You can also go to your home page, your Facebook page, which when you're in Facebook, it's going to say your name. You have home and your name. Home is your news feed, and your name is what people see. Nobody sees your news feed on Facebook. Only you see your news feed. When you click on your name on Facebook, your link that you can give to people is in the browser. So, for instance, mine is facebook.com/Bruce M. Gerlach. Okay, you can copy and paste that link and text it to them and tell them to friend you, and when they click on that link, it takes them right to your page. So, as opposed to, depending on them trying to find you, I don't like to leave my business in somebody else's hands as much as I can. Give them what they need to take them exactly where they need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's a good point.
Here's another food for thought. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, just one quick point.
Go ahead.
Because I get this question all the time from people. There are people posting on my site. They're posting all kinds. Can I post on their site? There's two different things going on. You have your site, your Facebook page. It's your name. You click on it, it goes to your Facebook page. Then there's the home page. These are all the people that you're friends with. You're going to see their posts. I mean, those are for people who are very new with Facebook. That's the difference between the two. If you see people posting, it's not your site they're posting on. This is just a general posting for everyone. That's a part of your community and your friends. Just want to make that point real quick.
That's a good point, Anthony, because people have to be careful. Don't try to put something on somebody else's page or that promotes back to you, and because that's spam. And you'll get nailed for it. You're at the grace of whose ever page you're on. So be careful about that. You can put anything you want on your own page, but be very careful about what you post on somebody else's page.
Now the tagging, what Anthony's about tagging, I also see people welcoming people in the leads group, but they never add them in the group, so they're not even seeing your message. You have to make sure you find them on Facebook. There's a video in the six-figure system how to do that. Actually, Joe made that video, how to find them. There's a couple of different ways. But make sure you add them and they get in the Facebook group. Then tagging is when you say welcome, say the guy's name's Kevin Smith, right? Once you type in Kevin, all of a sudden it'll autofill Kevin Smith. So you just, where his name is there, you just click on that, and you'll see it highlight in blue. And then you could finish off, welcome him to the ARP group. He just paid the app, waiting for approval. Please tell him what you found, right? All of a sudden, that tagged him. Now he's getting alerted every time. So he's going to get alerts that all these people are commenting on him every time they put in his name and tag him. And tagging is by highlighting it when it shows up in blue. So make sure you do that. But don't welcome somebody in the group, in the leads group, if you haven't added him in there. He's not even seeing it.
Right.
So,
and Paulie, that's a good point, because people are making this too difficult. You don't have to PM them or anything if you do it the way Paulie says. Add them to the friend. Make sure they're your friend. Add them to the leads group, and so then anybody that starts typing in their name, and sometimes there'll be several last names on there, so you have to make sure that the right one pops up and you click on the right one. Once their full name gets highlighted, and if it doesn't highlight, that means that they're not in the group. You're not tagging them.
right.
But once their full name gets highlighted and you hit enter, then you can, one thing that I like to do and make it a little bit more personal, you can backspace once just to drop back to their first name and then carry on. So they are still getting tagged, but it looks a little bit less formal, and a little bit more friendly. Just another little trick there if you want to try that. But that's what we call tagging.
Guys, unless you tag them, it's almost a waste for anybody else to post. They're welcome, so it's very key to tag their names.
Yeah, and the important thing about that is it eliminates a need for messaging them. You don't have to message them, because they automatically get a message that you've written something about them, and then they'll follow you to that group.
Now, I get a couple of questions too. Well, I can't find them on Facebook, or they haven't accepted my friendship, and you know what? You can't bat 1,000% every time. Okay, some people are just not going to answer you. All right, but what you can do is just say, if you want to learn more about ARP, ask to join my Facebook group and give them the link. And hopefully maybe one day they're clicking and they join it themselves. But if they're not going to answer you, they're not going to join it. Well, that one is is not gonna happen for you. But you know what? You're going to find out that the people seriously want to make money online, and that is serious about building a business, they will somehow find you, friend you, get in touch with you, answer you back on text messaging. If they're not answering you, or they don't want to be your friend or anything, why you want to waste your time with them anyway?
Right.
Deal with somebody who is
serious,
who wants this, who wants to be serious, who wants to build a business, because that person is only going to make you more money. You don't want to deal. I'm going to say it again. This system with that $4.95 app fee, especially. This is another way to keep the tire kickers out. You don't want to really bother with your opt-ins. You don't want to. I don't bother with my opt-ins. I may send like once a week my Hangout link or hey, what's up? I don't bother with them. I only deal with the people that pay me $4.95 and fill out the application fee, because those are the serious people that I want to work with. Right. Those are the people that you'll find will friend me on Facebook, will come in the group, will answer me on a text. The other people, they may have just opted in, found your website, went through and said, this is not for me, and that's it. Now they don't want to be bothered anymore. So don't make it such a priority to get everybody in the group. You don't want everybody in the group. You only want the serious people. So
and once this launches and it goes viral, they'll be chasing you down anyway. I mean, when this hits the news, they'll come back around.
Yeah, just leave those people alone. Try a few times. Don't try and be salesy or try and sell them anything. Just see how you could help them. Offer them some proof in the Facebook group. Get them in the Facebook group. If they don't answer you, leave them alone. Once a week, send them the Hangout link. Say, hey, our Hangout's here. Come check out our live Hangout tonight. Send them a highlight link. They may one Sunday, just for the hell of it, bored, say, after the 7th time, go, well, let me see what this is about, and all of a sudden go through your system again. They may come back. I've had sales from 5 months ago come in, 4 months later.
That's right.
So it doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to join or they're dead. It just means they're not ready yet.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I've had people text me. I'm going to join in 2 weeks. I'm going to join them. I'm not ready yet. They actually text me and tell me when they're going to join. And
yeah.
the key thing about when you send them a text to make sure that if you can't find them on Facebook, you send them the link to our group. Don't forget to check the group. They may have gone to the group, actually joined, or asked for a request to join, and we let them in. We don't know. I mean, we're getting a lot of people coming in. So, I mean, it'd be a good idea to go take a look on the site and just click on where it says new. You have 2,200. Like right now, I'm looking at 2,202 members, 77 new. And then that's another key thing we need to talk about is that invite by email too. I don't know if anybody knows about that, but you click on that, and I mean, if you know your leads, you know the names. I mean, you can just click on where it says new. It'll pop up all the people. I mean, I wish I could show you this. I don't want to screen share because I know there's a lot of. It'll take too much power or whatever. But you scroll down, and you find the people there, and if you see them, you send them right. You can write right on the comments here. Right, there's a spot where you can just write a little comment to them. Hey, friend me, or send them a message about friendly, and then you can introduce them into the group because they're in there, but not being introduced to the group because they're not friends with anyone that's So they're basically sitting there. That's just the key thing I want you guys to know.
Yeah, because you got to remember, there's 2, 4, 5, and we forgot Sophia. She's on the she's a leader too. She's not on the Hangout because the kids are here, but she's on the leaders team too. But there's 5 of us letting people in all the time, okay? So, one of us may let your person in, and you don't know that they're in. That's why every day, I like 3, 4 times a day go where Anthony's saying, where it says members 2203 now. I'll say like 75 new. I would click that and see all the new members added that day or the last couple of days and see if that person's name you're looking for is there. We may have put them in already.
Be in there. Right.
So, yeah, very key. So, there's me, there's Bruce, there's Mark, there's Jose, there's Anthony, and there's Sophia, adding people in every day. As soon as they pop up, we add them in there. So, your person may be in there. So, with that, are we clear on that? We can move on to the next thing?
I think so.
All right.
We covered it.
We're going to talk about, let's talk about the Joe saga, all right? We're not going to harp a lot of time on this, okay, because I think if it was said, everybody knows, all right? Joe Lomobasso, how do you say his last name?
Lobosamo.
He is
Massimo.
He is no longer on our team, okay? He has no association with us anymore. It was his choice to move on and do his own thing, all right? So, what he has done is he kind of copycatted what we're doing. He's got his own Facebook group and his own chat going, all right? What he's been doing, it seems from what I'm hearing, is he's adding a lot of our team members and our leads into his groups. You may or may not have been added by him into his group. Now, his group has less than 200 people. Our leads group, there's a difference. We have 2,200. His group has less than 200 people. I highly suggest you take yourselves out of his group and out of his chat. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not a jealousy thing. We wish him the best. Okay, there's no hard feelings. He was never directly associated with one of us. Me, Bruce, and Mark kind of, at the beginning of this, when we started Hangouts and everything, we kind of just let him be a part of it and let his team be a part of it. But, he grew to a point that he wanted to do it on his own, and that's fine. The Xtreme Team will no longer have any outsiders on it, okay? Everybody's going to be a direct partner with somebody because, why give our knowledge and what we're doing and our success but have these people that aren't connected to anybody going off copying what we're doing? It's not right, we feel, and they shouldn't have our information unless they're directly affiliated with us. So, For now on, no more outsiders, okay? But I will say this. If he has added you into his groups, and once again, on the video that Bruce made in our Xtreme Team group, he shows you his group on there too. And Bruce explains what he's been doing. So watch that video, okay? I highly suggest you take yourselves out of those group and that chat, because you know why? Once again, it's not part of the jealousy thing, and it's not because we're mad or anything. It's because the new people that you're bringing in, you're only going to confuse them. All right? If you're adding them into our group, and then our Xtreme Team group, and then all of a sudden they're into Joe's group and Joe's chat, forget it. You totally got them lost, confused, and they're going to get really frustrated. Keep it simple, keep it easy, and keep it to the team that you belong to. Okay? Case closed. That's all I got to really say about it. Anything else from you guys that I may have missed that you want to add?
You covered that confusing part. That's key. You don't
it's important that people understand, the new people understand, and we've probably said this before, but there is no official ARP Facebook group.
Right.
There is none. We happen to have the largest, our leads group is the largest one, and we've got a massive team here, but there's no Facebook group that has been sanctioned by Don or any admin from ARP. So, if you're confused about that and you're looking for something and it says official, it's not official.
No.
There is no official ARP Facebook group.
And let me tell you this, okay, because way back when I joined at the beginning of August or sometime that time, we used to have client calls, and we used to talk to Don, and we were able to get on the phone and ask Don questions. And, when I opened up this Facebook group, Don really came out and said, there will never be a Facebook group, official ARP Facebook group, because you're not going to need it. He's not going to need it. The surfboard is the Facebook group. Okay, that is the community. That's why Don put all the money into the quick lister site, and to make that surfboard so you don't have to deal with the Facebook crap. Okay? The only reason why we did a Facebook thing was because we were in beta and we wanted to work our business and grow our team and and start making money right from the get-go. We saw the power in the system. So we had to create something, because we weren't Don, and we weren't, a top guru in the internet with email list of 500,000 people. We were average Joes, and we had to get we had to try to brand ourselves, our team, and everything, and it was in beta. And who the hell knew what ARP was, or who Bruce or Mark or Paul or Anthony or Jose is? They don't know us. So we created this for ourselves, which was fine with Don. But he says, once we launch, you won't even have time for Facebook anymore. And we really, truly believe that. So this is what we have been doing, building our business, and it's been working very well. And we're doing with the Facebook. So there is no official ARP Facebook group. Okay, I'm going to state that right now. And there never probably will be. So don't expect it from Don ever coming down the road, because our surfboard is our Facebook group, our community. So.
All right.
Don's idea is to take all the social medias and everything. Everything that you need is going to be in QuickLister in your back office. Video hosting, email autoresponder, because everyone on the internet, Facebook, Google, YouTube, and a lot of the autoresponders, they do not like multi-level marketing and network marketing. So a lot of people get their accounts closed and shut down and blocked, and the list goes on. So we're not going to need any of this, honestly. We can use Facebook as a place for our particular team, Xtreme Team, as a little area to congregate and get you guys updates and you know and information on the hangouts for trainings and stuff that we do, because we really, Paulie and I and Mark, really felt that we needed to, you know, have that central communication. And you know, we chose Facebook because everybody's on Facebook, and you can have the Facebook groups. So, we'll
and you know what? We built a lot of friends and relationships over the last 10 months, 11 months.
Smart move.
I mean, it worked for us. So, you know, but you know, that leads group we probably won't need it in the near future. Like I said, we'll just probably keep the team group with maybe the chat, so we could converse from day to day or whatever. And I don't think we're going to really need that leads group anymore. So it'll just be down to one team group.
But I think, Paulie, too, we don't want to suggest that the Xtreme Team group is going to fade away once we launch, because
I just said that. Yeah, I said we're going to keep the team.
We'll keep this, and because there are some things that we are going to be going into later on and expand larger. So.
Oh man, yeah. We won't even talk about that yet, but we got plans down the road for you guys, which you'll be good. You'll be grandfathered in.
Right.
But we got some cool stuff. Me, Mark, and Bruce have been talking about. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna tell you, and it's just we haven't quite figured it out yet, and we actually really need to take this to Don, and you know, see what he thinks and. But it's just a little tease for you. This team is going like really out there. It's going to be an awesome team. So what else? What else we got to talk about? Okay, launch is coming up, man. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are getting impatient. We're all getting impatient. I mean, I got some serious bucks flying out there that residuals gonna kick in. So you know, I want it, if not just as bad, but more than you guys want it.
I'm sure you do.
You know, I've been sitting here since the beginning of August waiting for this. Bruce has been here since July. I mean, Mark's been here since August, and these guys have been here for a while. I mean, we all want it just as bad as you, but, you know, let the man do his work. He's a perfectionist, okay?
Yeah.
I've talked to this guy on the phone, and you know, one thing does scare me is sometimes, you know, these perfectionists, it seems like it's never good enough and it never, like, gets going, because it always could be something, you know?
Well, but, you know, Paulie, it's important to say that this time is very valuable right now. He is doing some things that we won't understand until it's done and open. Then we'll understand, because he's doing some safeguard measures to keep the gurus from taking advantage of us.
Right.
This is going to have some things in there to, like Paulie keeps saying, that levels the playing field. And so it's for our benefit that is taking a few extra days for those safeguards. And he's very smart and knows what he's doing.
And I was gonna get to something else, because, you know, with that, what I'm saying is that, you know, I just found a bug in the system Monday. I think it was Monday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. Monday. I had a guy trying to opt in all weekend, and he wasn't getting a pin. I wasn't getting a text that somebody opted in. And the guy happened to be a friend of mine in Florida. So I knew him, and I was able to talk to him on the phone, and good thing it happened with him, because I probably would have lost a lead or something like that. But there was a little bug in the system, and I sent a support ticket to Orsini and Lisa, and they said, I don't know, he named it something, could be some kind of something problem. So he had to have the developers look at it. So here it is. Maybe, you know, just maybe this bug that they just found on Monday, they need to clear that up. So maybe a couple other days. So, you know, so I just found a bug. So
just so you guys know, just because someone goes into your, like, let's say they opt into your site, you probably already know, but I just want to make sure, and they already opted into someone else's site, you might see their name. You won't see them in your back office. You'll see them on your phone, but you won't see them in your back office. That doesn't necessarily mean that that was a bug or anything. Just so you know,
Yeah,
that's happened to me a couple times.
it got redirected to the person's website that they first opted into. That's what happened there.
Right.
You may see their name on your phone, and then all of a sudden they're not in your back office. That means they opted into somebody else's website before yours. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people get confused. I had one person that was on my list, and she had opted in. In fact, she joined, and she was in there for about 4 months or so. And I asked her, and she said she had not opted in. Didn't think she had opted in before, but come to find out, she had. And so all of a sudden, she was redirected to the proper source. So that kind of stuff happens. Don't be surprised by it. It's a safeguard that Don has made in there.
Very key.
Once they're locked in, and they'll be, just move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last thing on the agenda is traffic. All right. Now, before we get into the traffic, I just want to say, if anybody has any questions, or if we miss something, or we need to clarify something, please jot it down in the comment section below below the hangout here in here. So we'll get into the traffic, and we'll check the comments from time to time and see if any of you guys have any questions that you need an answer to. All right. So who wants to start with the traffic? Because Anthony, you know most about it. I know people have been asking for traffic, and we've been saying wait for ARP leads. So let's do the right thing here. Let's talk to people about what they should do. Okay.
Well, first I'm going to say, Bruce, you want to take this?
No, well, you can talk about the traffic source.
I can talk about
tell them what kind of traffic you got going right now, and me and Bruce and Mark will fill in what we think what these guys think, what we think you should do. Okay. Okay. What they should do.
Basically, I got a source. He was talking about this 1,000 blogs source that he has that he wants to test. It's a test, guys, but it's a 1,000 blog network that is about internet marketing, and the source is a good source, but it's still, again, a test. And what he's trying to do as a test, he wants to get 5,000 to get to run this test. That's 25 people at $200 a pack. And what you get for that is 1,333 visitors to your site. And basically,
clarify that. It's a solo ad clicks, right? Just like if you were to buy a solo.
No, it's actually banners. It's banner traffic.
Banner traffic. Okay.
Yeah, and I should have mentioned that.
Views.
Yeah, views. They click on the banner, they go to your site. Basically, what's going to happen is these 25 people will be put on a rotator. So every time they click a banner on these 1,000 sites, this 1,000 sites, wherever the banners are, when they click on it, it'll go through everybody's site once, but it'll get to a point where everyone that has paid the $200 to get 1,333 visitors to this site. That's basically what's going to happen. It's going to be put on a rotator, and it's a test. He wants to try, and his minimum is 5K, and so I just brought it to the team, and since we need the traffic, and see if anybody wants to at least test it, but it might not be for everybody. I'm just going to let Bruce take it from there, or Paulie.
All right, listen. This is the bottom line. What he's saying.
But before we go, it's gonna. If we decide to move forward, it will take a week before we start to see the traffic. I just want to finish with that.
Okay.
Well, and it's going to start out slow. He's going to tweak it, right? He's going to fine tune it.
It's going to start out slow, and then we'll really start to see the traffic in 8 days. That's when the traffic will start to come, because they want to tweak it a little bit to make sure the traffic is flowing nicely. So, these guys are professionals. They know what they're doing. So, But
Okay.
that, basically,
I'm
that's
gonna back you up on that. Okay. I know
Yeah.
these guys Anthony uses. Okay.
Yeah.
And I know one of the guys really
Mm-hmm.
personally, so he's a good guy. Okay. Anthony has been getting good results with these guys. As you can see, he's always
Yeah.
welcoming somebody on the leads group, and his picture's always up in the top burner. So
I've got a few
the source
partners.
is good. Okay.
Yeah.
But the source it came up with over 25,000 clicks for $5,000, okay? And it's divided by up to be affordable. He's opening it up to Anthony for our team, but we need 25 people at $200 a piece, and you'll be getting 1,033 views or clicks to your website.
I want in.
Okay?
1,333. That's 15
I'm
cents
in.
a click.
It's 15 cents a click, okay? Now, the way our landing page converts, okay, we've been testing this since August. It'll convert from anywhere from 5 to 10%. So you do the math, on average, all right? Now, since this is a test at 15 cents, we have no idea what the results are going to be. But they are from the internet marketing world, the MLM leads, and all that kind of thing. So it could be bad, could be good, could be very good, could be bad too. Okay? With that, my suggestion to you is if you have extra money, okay, money that won't affect you going into, especially if you are going into a rebuild, and especially if you need to buy traffic for ARP, if you have extra money where $200 does not affect your budget, then it's probably a good idea. You may want to test that. But once again, there's no guarantees in it. And once again, we need 25 people. So if we don't get 25 people, we can't get it anyway. So understand that too. All right? If you're on a limited budget where you're holding your money for rebuild and to pay ARP to get ARP leads, do not do it. I'm going to tell you right now. Do not do it. It'll be a bad move. All right. Save your money for the ARP traffic. Okay.
Yeah, don't use your rent money. Don't use your stereo money.
Because I know guys that spend thousands and thousands of dollars on traffic, and they know the game. Traffic is a tough thing. It's the hardest thing to figure out. You constantly have to throw money at it to test it, to tweak it, to see what happens. If you don't have that mind that you're, let's just put in the mindset like you're throwing $200 away,
right?
Because you don't know the results. It's a gamble. It's like putting $200 on a racehorse. Okay, you could win, you could lose. All right. So if you don't have that mentality and you can't handle that, then don't do it. All right.
Don't do it. Go with the 20 to 25 leads.
You got the $200, and you want to get some opt-ins and start building your list. You could get 20. You could get 100. I don't know. I don't know how many opt-ins we could get. So then you could take a shot at it. Bruce, you got it. Mark, you got it. Joe, Jose, you got anything to add?
That's very good. Just don't take bread off the table to do it, but it is available if you're just going nuts sitting without doing anything at all. This is probably better than something else just that you would be picking. This is probably more favored over something else, but not if you don't have the like Paulie says the extra.
Yeah, stick with what you know you're gonna. I mean, once we launch, we know we're gonna get 20 to 25 leads for every $100 pack. Don't forget that. That's more. If you don't have the money, don't do it. We're looking for 25.
But one of us should put a thread in the Xtreme Team group and in the chat to who wants in on that. So we need to get a head count because you need to tell the guy, right?
Yeah,
Anthony,
I do.
Within another day or so.
Yeah, 24 hours.
By the 15th.
Yeah, the 15th is the latest. That actually, it'd be good if I can get it in. Talk to him by the 14th.
All right. So let's get a head count. Whoever wants in on this traffic, let us know. Put it in the chat or a Facebook group, or maybe like somebody put a post in the Anthony put a post in the Xtreme Team group saying who wants in on the traffic.
Okay.
And say you're getting 1,033 clicks at $200. We'll start in 8 days. And test or something.
Okay.
It's
Who wants it?
1,333, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's 1,033.
1,333. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to clarify so that everybody understands that this is an actual media buy. We aren't selling leads here.
Yeah.
Anthony has a connection to do a test for $5,000 worth of media. Okay, so like you said, this is on 1,000 blogs. They're going to be placing banners, and they're going to be doing split testing on the banners, and so it's going to be a long, slow process. It's not going to be like a solo ad. We're not selling it. We're not telling you it's going to be good. We're not telling you it's going to be bad. I want to be clear about that. Anytime you run traffic, you stand to lose the money you spent on the traffic without getting any results whatsoever. Okay? I don't care to bring a test to my team because I don't want you to think that, well, I'm going to get 1,333 clicks. I should get 5 sales, or I should, don't anticipate anything. Do not anticipate. This is a test.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. If, like everybody said, if you're not willing to spend the money or you can't spend the money, don't. Okay? But this is a media buy. We're not selling it. We're not telling you it's great, and that's why we're not doing that. We have 33,000 leads, clicks that are available to us for $5,000. 25 people will pay $200 a piece. Each person will get 1,333 clicks.
Oh, it's 13.
When it's set 1333.
1,333.
15 cents a click. Okay. We're not making any money on this. We don't. I don't know that they're making all that much money on it either. They're doing a
they're
test.
not.
Yeah,
They're breaking even. They just want to test it, and then he made it clear to me that after this test, if we want to continue, the price is going to go up because obviously there's going to be, some.
Yeah, you're going to have results then, because they're going to have data and results.
Right.
In fact, this is the kind of advertising. If you guys go on a quick list their site, go hit the media tab up there. That's what Don teaches. That's the only way he advertises, is putting banners on blogs. That's all he does for advertising. So, I don't know. It could be good, but it depends also what kind of blogs it's going on. So,
yeah, we just don't want everybody to think that because they're getting 1,333 clicks for $200, we're used to doing a solo ad and getting about 200 clicks for about $140 or 250 clicks. Because solo ads you're going to pay anywhere from about 50 cents to $1 a click. Now, these are 15 cents. So obviously you're getting, 5 times the amount of clicks. So, it is what it is. If you're willing to do a test and we can get 25 people together, we'll run a test as a team. And it may be something that, if it works out well, we can scale up with that advertising along with our recruiting platform.
If it's a winner big time, we can block it for us and keep it for us.
Yeah.
Just keep that ball rolling. So.
Okay. Can anybody see questions that come up?
Anybody got any questions before we end this?
I don't see any.
Speak now, forever hold your peace. All right, if you can.
This is it. People might come. Well, I guess we can. We'll get our question. We can also. I'll also post it on the team site too. If you have any questions about this, ask it here.
Yeah. All right. Any questions? If you can't think of anything now, post it in the group or in the chat, and somebody will answer you here. So with that, just everybody be patient. Let's get that voting poll up for the traffic. If we could get 25 people, if they want to go in on it, and let's get an answer by tomorrow sometime, so Anthony could either say yes or no to these guys. All right. With that. It was cool hanging out with everybody as usual. So make sure you guys invite your leads. Oh, this is one last thing I want to touch, okay? every Sunday it's the same thing. It's the same 5 or 7 people doing the Facebook events, right? You guys got to start creating events on your Facebook for the hangouts we do on Sunday nights. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of sales being closed. And you know what? We open up, I even put it in the back of Quick Lister, and we're even getting sales for people that's not even on our team. So the hangouts are working, man. Create an event every Saturday or at least every Sunday morning for the Google Hangout ARP events on Sunday nights. You know, text your leads. Go in your back office and give them your link. We give you the link there. You know, copy one of our events. If you don't know how to create a Facebook event, once again, it's in the 6-figure system. Resources tab. There's a video in there that shows you how to create a Facebook event. Okay? Just take one of ours, copy it, and just insert your link instead of our link. Okay? All you got to do is substitute your username and share it on Facebook. Okay? You'll be surprised.
Yeah, no.
You'll be surprised how many people go to it and how many sales you can pick up here and there. So do that, okay? And you know, to make sure you text your leads every Sunday about the hangouts. You'll get some people going. I'm telling you. So with that, anything else? Anybody got to add anything before we close it out and enjoy the rest of the week here? This Sunday we have no hangout, okay, because it's Father's Day. So it gives you enough time from now to next Sunday on the 22nd to learn how to create a Facebook event. So go watch the video. All right.
Yeah, that's the key right there. The event, and you know, I'm even willing at some point if people are having a hard time, do a little Google Hangout and just walk people through it. You know how to do it. I mean, you know what I mean. I would have to figure out to block out some time. But if anybody like really needs help, needs the hand to be held, but pretty much to do it, then I'm willing to.
Yeah. Well, Bruce made a video about it.
You know,
it shows you. Bruce made a video on it. It's
that's true.
Step by step how to make the event. It's easy.
Right. Or maybe just answer questions about things. I mean,
yeah.
You know, but I mean, it's all there, guys. You just got to go through the training.
Guys, I just wanted to add that if they're gonna buy traffic or they want to test that traffic, make sure they know how to tag people and welcome them, because if that traffic kicks in, you're not gonna know what to do with them. You know, so if you get the training on how to, you know, welcome them, how to bring them into the group, and then from the group, if you get them to the paid app or whatever, you can take them to the extreme if they make the payment.
No, not with just the paid app.
No, not the paid app. I'm talking about if they join completely.
Right.
And they pay the full amount, then they can go into the team. So they got to learn how to do that. So it's good to get a little training before you buy traffic.
Right.
So you got to get prepared for that.
Be ready and have your plan in action. You know, your texting with what you're going to buy. All that's got to be ready. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
be systematic about your process.
Right. Right.
Yeah. If you're confused, you should be going to that 6-figure system website, which is listed below and on our team Facebook.
Right.
You need to go through the resources.
Get accustomed to the groups. Get accustomed to your back office. Learn how to communicate with your leads. Because if you're going to make a purchase on a advertising pack, whether it's leads through this co-op that we're going to run or ARP, when your phone starts to chime when you get text messages as you're getting opt-ins, you know, the system's designed to convert at a certain point without any human contact. But I suggest that you build a relationship with those people and raise your conversions. Okay, so when your phone starts to chime, like Jose said, you got to know what to do. You have time. It's not like, oh my God, I got to do this right this second. Just get together, get on the 6-figure training site, and get yourself all set up and prepared for when the leads start coming in. Because when they start coming in, now it's time to get to work. And I saw a great post on on Brendan Broussard's fan page, and I want to read it to you guys because it's you know, it's just the God's honest truth. And the post says, when you knock on the door of opportunity, do not be surprised that it is work who will answer.
Mm. Mm-hmm. I like it.
Cool.
Right?
Yep, very
I
nice.
like it.
So guys, there's no magic system, there's no push button riches, and most people don't win the lottery. So you have a system here that's really powerful. It works. Be prepared to use it. Be prepared to do a little bit of work. But if you do, the system's going to work for you, and you're going to make money.
That's the good news.
Hey, Bruce, I
would suggest. I would suggest that instead of getting into the habit of answering every question, be familiar enough to where their questions are answered. So direct them to the videos, direct them to where those answers are in the quick lister, you know, so that, because when this thing explodes, you're not going to have time to answer all over again and repeat yourself. This is why we've done this. This is why Bruce and Polly have made these videos. All this training is there. All you have to do is, when they have a question, direct them to the proper place that they can get their questions answered, rather than you answering them.
And when you do go to that training site, some of the videos were made a while ago. You're going to see Joe on there. Okay, there's still good videos. Don't mind the Joe. You're also going to see some videos that we're going to be talking about ARP Masterminds. Okay, that was the old name of our team. So just wherever you see ARP Masterminds or whatever, that's the Xtreme Team. Okay, we changed the name like a couple times, but this is the name we're sticking with. Okay.
Right. There's no point in having the training videos if you're going to try and answer all the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you shouldn't be coming really. I hate to say this, but you shouldn't be coming to us asking these questions if you haven't gone through the training site yet. Every answer to your question is in there. Okay.
Right.
So you really need to go through that.
Guys,
yeah, if you need clarification, make sure you have at least gone through the video. I mean, we can clarify, but you've got to go through the video first.
Oh, those trainings are amazing, man. And once you learn it, that's basically going to be your work. And once you, like me, I have fallen in love with the work. That's why I'm going to be I'm going to blow this thing up, because I'm in love with the work. It's like going to the gym. For an athlete, they love working out. They love pumping the iron. You know, that's why they go out there and they score touchdowns or whatever. But this is how this thing works. You fall in love with the work, you learn the training, and then once you get it, it's done. The work is so easy, so quick. And so 1, 2, 3, I kid you not, it only takes about 10 minutes.
And this
second nature.
This training is not something you have to do every day. And once you go through the training and know what to do, then you don't have to do it anymore.
It's like swimming. It's like riding a bicycle. You're done.
Yeah.
And now
what you want to do is, you know, when you get a new partner coming in and they're lost and they're confused, send them to the training. And then,
send them to the training.
You
That's
know,
it.
It's all duplicatable. You know, it's
exactly.
So you don't have to do anything. So
yeah.
Well, that's the whole idea of the system. What a recruiting platform is to make it duplicatable, and what we're doing with the team is to make the extra steps that we've added to help you monetize your list, to make that automated as well with all the training. So basically, when your new person comes in, you don't have to answer their questions. You're going to send them to the training site, and when there's a training, like a team training like this, you're going to see this, you know, the notification in the Xtreme Team group, and you're not going to depend on us creating the event to get your partners to the training. That's your job, to get your partners here. Okay, it's your job to get your partners making events. You know, we're doing all the work to notify you that, hey, there's a hangout, hey, there's a training, but it's not our job to invite your partners. So you have to, you know, take charge of your business and get your partners to where they're supposed to be, whether it's a training, whether it's a call for an order recruiting platform, whether, you know, when we're coming into launch, when it's time to, you know, get on the launch call and get on the traffic call. You got to get your people plugged in. That's your job. So when we notify you, you got to notify them.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? The last team training hangout we did was in April, so it was like 2 months ago. So we will get these hangouts. We'll get them to like once a month. So because if we're getting 20 people, new people on the team every 2 weeks or something, we're going to have to do these at least once a month for right now. Unless it gets really crazy where we got to do it twice a month. But let's figure, you know, the beginning of each month that we'll come back here and do a training again. But, you know, we've tried to make this as simple and easy for everybody. So just make sure you please go watch the training videos that we made. We put so much time into making it. Go watch it. You shouldn't really. Then, if you're still stuck on something, then come in and ask us a question. But at least we know you went through the training site. So, all right, it's sixfiguresystems.com. It's listed below. It's listed in the Facebook group, the Xtreme Team group. Okay, so just go there and find it.
Them unstuck. That's what oh, my leads are coming in. I don't know what to say. They're stuck. They don't want to pay for the app. Those training are going to solve that problem. Done.
And then also, if you go in the Xtreme Team Facebook group, under the Files tab underneath the picture, there's a Files tab. You could click on there. There's some training stuff in there too. I think there's stuff what you could send your leads, what you could text your leads. There's a couple other videos in there. There's a couple of videos you could grab from some great calls, the traffic call with the guys that you could give your prospects to. Like if somebody's like, oh, what kind of traffic is it? You could go in that group, grab the link that, you know, Don and the traffic guys did 8 months ago. It tells them they can listen to that SoundCloud call, tell them everything about the traffic, your prospect. Just grab the link in there. It's right in there. I mean, we made it so simple and easy that you don't have to go outside the group or the training site to get information, to ask any questions. It's all there for you. So you don't know what to text your leads? Go in the Files tab. There's a topic there, what we text our leads. Go grab some. All right? All right, with that, we'll be back here this is June, back here in July, okay? Hopefully we'll be launched by then, which we should be. So, you know, we'll see you all back then. All right. Anything else from anybody else?
No.
No. I think we covered quite a bit. Hope this training was helpful to you guys. You can reach out to us on Facebook and the groups and in the chat. Try to keep questions in the chat and off the group wall, so that, you know, the group wall is for important information like events like this. And so,
and you know something, I think we need to pin this hangout, this training hangout in our group, so all the even new members could see the months prior training that we did. Because like in this hangout right now, we just answered everything really that's out there. So if they watch these videos, they know where exactly to go and everything. So let's just pin this hangout, leave it up there every month, and, you know.
Right.
I'll put the six-figure thing in there too, the website, so they know to click on it.
I posted all of the links on our Hangout right now below, guys, so you can see the difference if you need to.
Well,
even the six-figure site.
It's all in the six-figure site too, our training hangouts and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to leave this because in case somebody doesn't go to the training site or whatever, at least they see it in the Facebook group that they see our training hangout. So I'll direct them where they need to go. So. All right?
All right.
With that, man, we'll have a great week. Launch is coming any day now. We're all excited. Let's get pumped up. Let's talk to our leads. Let's get them to the Hangouts. And let's kick some ass, man. We're going to be the biggest team in ARP, so Let's get ready for the ride, bro.
Oh yeah.
Get ready.
Sounds great, guys.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Yes.
All right, man. So have a great week. See you, everybody. Catch
Good
you
night,
on
everybody.
Facebook.
Hey guys.
Take
Good
care.
week.
I take care, guys.
Good night.
Good night.